Is this thing on? Beep, boop, beep! Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Talking Trash, a show you'll be glad you can't see but can't stop hearing at night. Today I'm joined by Jacob Tanner.
Hi.
Hi, and today we're going to talk about cats. Look, episode 3 has gone through a lot, okay? I've tried recording lots of stuff. It was going to be different movies at one point, but then the Cats trailer came out.
I tried.
And I don't think we can not talk about the Cats trailer. So, do you remember your first reaction when you first watched the Cats trailer?
Yeah, can I swear?
Yeah, fuck.
I thought, what am I watching? And then I didn't even swear. But it was just frightening.
It was
like, if you compare it to the musical, right? There's people in really good costumes and makeup that make them look like cat people, I suppose. But that's the thing with the trailer, at least. I imagine the CGI isn't quite finished. But there's nothing, like, technically wrong with the CGI. Like, the lighting stuff is right, and it kind of looks like fur. It kind of looks like they copied out the eyes and the mouth and, like, pasted it on the fucking faces. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't look real. You know, like the Uncanny Valley?
Yes, the concept of Uncanny Valley.
It's right there, the Uncanny Valley. Yeah.
This is the most intelligent thing anyone's ever said in this fucking podcast.
You know what?
You've got the award. It's based on T.S. Eliot? What the fuck?
I remember reading this. Somebody approached Andrew Lloyd Webber, I think, and they were like, "Yo, what if we did these awesome poems? I think, stories that T.S. Eliot wrote." He was like, "Yeah, that's great." And then a writing team went away, and they were like, "Oh, we could like use them as like poems and like a murder mystery." And he was like, "Nah, fuck it. They're just gonna sing songs, and one of them's gonna go to space at the end."
I've recently looked up the story of Cats because the trailer doesn't fucking give it away enough.
Mad. They like audition to like become young again.
Yeah, it's like a weird cat cult. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know Cats, which I only knew this up to recently, there's like a gang of cats, and on one day there's like a fucking special moon, and then like, alright, this is Cats as I understand it. You can come in and like correct me later, but this is Cats as I understand it.
I think this is fun, right?
So, cat cult. One guy gets to choose someone who gets to be born again, basically who gets to die and then come back in like a new cat form, I guess. This is how much of I understand. And then the musical is everyone singing songs saying why they deserve a new life.
So they're like, choose me. Like usually it's one of the young up and coming ones. They're like, ooh, I'll give you more life because you have potential. And in the musical they give it to the person who sings Memory, because it's a fucking good song.
Do you think they'll twist it up for the movie?
If they do, I'll kill Tom Hooper even more, because he's already ruined Les Mis, so I'm not having it.
I'm glad that we've got a musical professional on, because people have been begging me to see Les Mis, and I still fucking haven't.
Yeah, boys. Award nominated, my god. Oh god, that's so sad. It was a good award.
This is gonna get nominated for at least one Oscar.
They pissed me, because you just fucking know that it's gonna be nominated for Oscars, and like... This is why I hate the Oscars, man.
It's like Suicide Squad is an Oscar-winning film. This is why the Golden Globes exists.
Golden Globes and BAFTAs, I like them. They're good.
BAFTAs are real good.
Solid.
I gotta say that because I was at the BAFTAs one. But like,
pretty cool.
It'd be really shit if I was.
Right. Well, you'll be on stage collecting an award one day. Don't worry.
That was a really subtle brag. The cast isn't bad.
It's like Judi Dench, Ian McKellen, Idris Elba, fucking brilliant actors. Jason Derulo, who should probably not act. The name is draw people in. You got enough 25-year-old fucking people who've grown up with Taylor going, oh my god, we can go watch it.
Yeah, I really hope that they can pull something good off with that.
I do, however, like that they've actually cast a proper ballet dancer as
Yes, I was watching the inside look at Cats, and they've cast a lot of people who are like who know what they're doing, so you don't have to teach actors stuff.
Like Lydia had an audition for Cats.
The movie?
Yeah.
What the hell? When was this, like a few years ago?
Which sucks. It is incredible. But
friend of the show, Big Boy Bithers. I'm watching the trailer, and there's a bit where Judi Dench is alone, and there's a milk bar. Okay, but here's the problem I have with the world of Cats they've made. Judi Dench is tiny compared to the door of the milk bar. So who built the milk bar? Do humans exist in the world of Cats?
Don't question Cats.
But if
There is no logic in cats. That's what you understand.
if humans exist in the world of cats, then why would it be called a milk bar? Surely it would just be a regular bar.
No logic even in the Broadway show. So translating it to this. Actually, one thing I do quite like about it is they built sets.
Yeah, they did. The sets look really good. At least the set design. It's got a weird almost Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton sort of thing.
The scene where she jumps up on the trailer, anyway, where she jumps up onto the chair, holds the big knife, the big plate, and I'm like, that's cool. I like what they've done there. I'm a particular fan of a very small genre called small movies, in which people are real small and the world is real big. What's a really another good? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a classic small movie. Classic, absolute classic.
Absolute classic. There's not a lot of small people haven't been getting a lot of representation, and I'm glad that Cats is uniting cat culture and small culture to blend the two together into this beautiful. Look, I'm going to be honest. I've booked midnight screening tickets.
Oh no!
I'm quite excited, honestly.
Midnight screening.
Look, the best thing about this podcast is whenever I go see a movie, it's a win-win.
The movie's great. You learn something. The movie's terrible. You learn something.
And if it's terrible as well, I get to do a free talking trash episode without having to scout out loads of weird, obscure films. So I'm so happy that this exists. So.
Oh, I'm glad I can rip the shit into it.
Yeah, this is
and everything. But now I have
Imagine if you really love it though.
I have my doubts because I don't even like the musical.
Cat person or you dog person?
I own 3 dogs.
You okay? Well, okay. That explains it. Okay, I have a small little task for you, Jacob.
Oh dear.
All right, I'd like you to pitch me your version of Cats. Okay, you can throw away the plot of the musical, or you can change the film a little bit or a lot. But I just want you to give me a version of Cats you'd be happy with.
The Aristocrats. They already made it.
You don't even want the original Cats film. You just want Aristocrats. I do like the surrealist, uncanny valley sort of style, but
it's unsettling at the moment.
At least
they'll finish the CGI now.
Yeah, at least it's not like the new Lion King. Because the new Lion King does photorealism, but it's photorealism to such an extent where expressions are really hard.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I love about the. I think it came out. I don't know. The original Disney movie is you can see the scene where it's also a really impressive shot where what they call the wildebeest come charging down the valley.
Yeah.
They turn to Simba and he looks terrified. That's into a dolly zoom in animation, which is fucking incredibly impressive, especially for the 90s.
Oh, they do.
Nowadays, you can't or the new one. They just look like animals who have been dubbed in a bad documentary.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the voices and people cast are incredible. It's just they did it with. I think it was the new Jungle Book. That was alright, and they did the Andy Serkis did a version where he got the Jungle Book, and the animals have human qualities.
Yeah, in my latest documentary, just there's a deleted bit where
right now.
I'm plugging it, but there is a section where Aaron talks about the remake of The Lion King. This before he's seen it, because this recorded quite a few months back, but. He talks about Andy Serkis in an interview, and Andy Serkis talked about, in his Mowgli film, you have to give animals certain human traits because you're not making a film for an animal audience. Animals aren't going to sit there and really appreciate, oh my god, you got... That attention to detail was great, Andy Serkis, you did it. But no, people are going to... It's a human audience, so you need to give them sort of human features, so it's not unbelievable that they can talk. Stop talking about Lion King, but you had to talk about cat. I do appreciate that they haven't gone with the photorealistic style where it literally like a cat, and I do appreciate that they've tried to incorporate human face in, but upon first viewing, it's very distressing.
It's unsettling to look at the moment, but I'm sure they'll fix it before it's released.
I think
80% CGI.
I think it'll be a bit like Professor Hulk in Endgame. Spoilers for Endgame, by the way. No, because it's unsettling at first, but as the movie goes on, you get more used to it, and you're fine with it by the final battle. I was so happy with that. I'm loving Cats. The more I watch the trailer, the more used to I'm getting.
I forget you got it on in the background, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got to keep on replaying. This is what I'm going to go to sleep to.
Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to have nightmares. You're going to wake up screaming in a cold sweat, going, memories! It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Idris Elba.
Out of.
Idris Elba's in. I'm impressed that Idris Elba's here.
Oh, that's like, have you know the bit where he's doing that weird, like, walk from, like, Tom and Jerry cartoons with creeping up behind them?
I think so, yeah.
Do that? Oh, it's just such a stupid bit. I love it. He's committed to that. Fair play.
Idris Elba looks cool. Idris Elba's the most coolest
you know
looking
that
cat.
there's going to be, like, a subreddit of people who are, like, going to want to fuck the Idris Elba cat.
No, whatever Idris Elba's in, people want to fuck him, and that's okay. That's you've got to do when you're Idris Elba, you've got to deal with that.
Human beings I've ever laid eyes on. However, not as a cat.
He's the sexiest man alive.
Prison.
Oh, I just realised that I'm going to the midnight release. There are going to be furries there.
Oh my god! Bring your shotgun.
I think I can make peace with the furries. I think
Time
that.
to cleanse the earth.
Fucking hell. Okay. And I think we're going to draw this episode to a close. Thank you for coming on the show, Jacob. Where can we find you?
Anytime. Oh, you find me. I'm on all the social media.
You're on all the social medias.
And I'm on YouTube.
And
I watch my YouTube movies.
Oh, yes. Jets. Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this. Be sure to leave us a review on iTunes, Spreaker, SoundCloud, or on YouTube. And if you think the show is worth at least £1, why not donate to our Patreon account, www.patreon.com/talkingtrash.
Yeah, every pound we get, I kill a furry.
People, I want donations, man. All right.